What's up, everybody? Victor and Sergio here at Run With Us. Welcome to another edition of Run With Us Reviews, where we break down the latest and greatest shoes coming out and hitting the running market. Today, we are going to be breaking down the brand new HOKA One One Clifton 7. But before we go any further, let's break down the specs for the Clifton 7. So it comes in weighing at 8.7 for a men's size 9, and like all HOKAs, or most HOKAs, not all HOKAs, but for most HOKAs, they comes in at a 5mm drop. So it puts you in a nice natural position, whereas some brands, are still doing more of 10 to 12 drops.
Right.
HOKA has always kind of put you in that more natural sitting position. The main thing that I would say when talking about the Clifton is, like, who's it for? I'd be like, if you're looking for comfort in a nice lightweight package, just really comfortable, soft ride, the Clifton is that go-to shoe.
Right.
Everything from the engineered mesh on the upper to the midsole to the outsole, everything just kind of screams comfort, but in a nice lightweight package.
Mm-hmm. So if you look at the shoe, you'll notice that it looks really thick on the bottom half of the shoe. It's kind of deceiving because people think that they're going to be in a position that's really high on the shoe. They're going to be sitting on top, especially if they wear an insert. But it actually is, like Victor was stating, it's a 5mm drop. So you're actually sitting a little bit lower in the cushion. So you're in a right position of the shoe, so you're not riding too high. So it just looks like you're going to be off-centered, but you're actually really balanced in the shoe. And that's what gives you that cushion motion throughout the whole entire shoe, especially when you step forward. You have a tiny fall off. And when you're falling off, it just rolls you forward. So again, that's why it's easy in the joints, because of the position of the shoe, how HOKA made it. I really like that idea.
One thing that all HOKAs have is a nice wide base, so they're all inherently stable because of that wide base. Just think of defensive linemen, offensive linemen, sumo wrestlers, like all that good stuff. The wider you get, the more stable you are.
That's right.
But also, just seeing more and more brands come out with the rocker, what I've noticed in testing the different shoes with rockers is that HOKA's been doing it from the start, and I feel like it's the most natural, where you're talking about that roll-off. Call it the meta rocker. We won't get into the technical aspect of that. It's a rocker meant to kind of keep that nice fluid motion. But I just really feel that in the shoe, I almost don't even know that it's there. It just kind of happens. Whereas I've tried some other shoes recently, I am aware of that. So the first thing that you're gonna notice that is different about the Clifton is the heel pull tab thingy. We've seen it in something like the New Balance 1080. It has arrived in the Clifton 7. I think it looks a little funny, but it works like a charm, right?
Yes.
So it's meant to ease pressure on the Achilles. I think it works out well. People slipping their foot in really well. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree, Victor. I like the notion that they applied this. We'll see since it's a new shoe, we'll see what other customers think about the back end of this particular shoe. But I like the idea of holding the Achilles in place. I've tried it on my foot. I haven't ran with it yet. I'm waiting for my pair to show up, but I think that everything should be fine on it. But again, I have to try to see if I can put an insert in here, kind of maneuver it to see just to kind of isolate of a certain way that I like a shoe and see how it actually performs. But I do like this back end here, and we've had it for what?
I don't know, like a week?
A week and a half, and we haven't had any bad reviews on the back end of this shoe yet. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. I mean, honestly, we got a little preview of it with the Clifton Edge. It seems to work really well.
Right.
I've had zero issues getting the shoe on. I still like the more kind of traditional look, but it works great. Two more things about the Clifton before we wrap this review up is this TK. It's supposed to be for the Olympics. This TK color for the Clifton, I think they straight up nailed it.
Yeah,
it looks freaking nice, beautiful. Nice cream upper. I don't know what exactly the color is supposed to be, like the technical word, but it's a nice cream color with the gold and blue. I just think this is one of the best looking color combinations that you could have done.
It's nice.
They nailed it with that. Also, super important to note is we want to make sure to call out when shoes come in wide. Huge thing, right? You wouldn't believe how many, a lot of customers come in, a lot of runners, they're not aware that the shoes are made in wide, which is such a big luxury to have.
Great idea.
And which each brand, does for their most popular shoes. And the Clifton, of course, is in that category. So it does also come in wide. Another thing that we want to mention about the Clifton 7 is that as you run in it, it is going to take a little bit of a beating in that outsole, right? So it's a lot of cushion, and that softness, you have to give and take. What are you going to take to subtract weight, and then what are you going to add to, you know, give a nice plush feel? So HOKA likes to expose their outsole, right? So they put rubber in all the right places, so you get good protection, and it's going to be durable, but it is going to beat up the outsole, right?
That's right. It's a give and take. That's what's beauty about the shoe, is that it tends to be a little bit lighter, so you get a little bit more of a lightness feel, plus more of a reaction or more of a bounce when you hit that ground, especially for longer distances.
Cool.
It's made well.
It's a staple in both our lineups. For any Toy Story fans out there, I've been playing with all these new toys, but it's still like that Woody, you know, to me. It's that go-to shoe that no matter all these other shoes that I've been trying, this one is still kind of that go-to, just for that comfort. That's it for the Clifton 7. Thanks for being with us. Let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.